Hey Rob, Sam here. I just want to show you how I would learn Python today if I was just starting out. Just a little bit about where I'm at currently with Python. I would say that I'm an intermediate user now, maybe average, but not too long ago I had hardly even used Python before, right? But with the help of obviously AI technologies, ChatGPT, the other ways that you can connect to API systems, I mean, you can learn anything so fast these days. And Python is just one of those things, right? And so what I wanted to just highlight today in this video is how you can learn it really quickly. And I'm going to obviously use our own platform to do this, but you can use obviously anything. You can use our AI technology is connected into OpenAI via the API. We've got GPT-4o. We're using it throughout all of our AI tools and features. And we have a new course that we've just released on Introduction to Python for Data Science. So we're evolving our content in many different ways, and one of those is really to spark interest in like what you can do, right? Because I'm a huge believer that what you can do now has been amplified by about 10 times or five to 10 times. Like you can do so much more now. It's unbelievable from even like 2 years ago. And so what I wanted to show you is like how you can work through content and just get a bit of an idea of what can be done. And so much of it is just about just like starting, like actually getting inside of a platform and like, in this case a notebook, and actually writing out some of this or even copying some of the code into what you're using, right? And so this is how we're planning on structuring a lot of our content going forward is just to spark that interest, spark that ability to go and do it. And then you can use AI throughout to augment what you're doing and what you're learning. Okay. So this is what I've been doing. And to be honest, I've been doing this, and I'm going to show you how to do it as well. Is I've been doing this on R. I've been doing this on Visual Studio Code. I've been learning GitHub this way, and a whole raft of different things, right? And then within the SQL as well, and within all of those different verticals, I mean, there's just so much depth to which you can go, right? But to think that I could actually even do this stuff, like even towards the before ChatGPT came out, right? I never would have thought I'd be able to do all this, but I am, and I think you can too. So that's really part of what I want to showcase today. So obviously this just gives us a bit of an intro. What I'm going to do, I'm going to open Google Colab here, okay? Because you can open a Jupyter notebook or wherever you have a notebook, but I'm going to use Google Colab because I find this actually quite easy to use. So just give me a second. This is honestly the easiest way I've found to just speed to actually utilizing some of this code. Now, I would bet that if most of you work through exactly what I do in this video, that you will be writing Python code within half a day. And yeah, I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding with that. I think that anyone can use these tools now. They're becoming so much easier. Just because the biggest roadblock, coding, has been taken away. It's like diminished incredibly, right? So let's work through an example. So understanding the syntax, right? Like, so all we have to do is say copy some of these things across here, okay, and just see how they interact, right? How they interact with the notebook. And the more you do this, the more you just start to understand the notebook style, right? Okay, simple. I mean, there's nothing complex there, right? And very soon, obviously, we can graduate to data analysis, data charts, etc. But let's just get familiar. Like the whole idea behind this video is how do you get familiar with it, right? Okay, so how do we build lists? How do we build dictionaries? How do we use if statements, etc. Right? Okay, so let's just copy this across. Okay, create some new code. Okay, so yeah, if you get errors, right? If you get errors, it's very, very likely you will. What you can do, and this is what I've been doing as well, is you can open up there's a few ways you can do it. You can open up Edna AI, or you can open up Ask and Learn, which has our Edna AI built into it. Okay, and you can say, I'm getting this error. Can you help me fix it? I think it's getting confused because I've been doing something. I've been doing something else. Oh no, it didn't actually send the whole thing through, did it? Hold on, sorry. Okay, so it says I just got to add this, right? So this is just a pure demo of what you can do in many different ways, right? So hold on a second, let me just get this in here. So I'll just copy this whole thing. And this, to me, there is nothing wrong with learning this way. I just feel like this on-demand learning is actually becoming almost a superior way to learn. Like you can just scan through content, learn a lot, learn about the structure of things, like how fundamentally things work, and then you can come in here and just start playing around and learning that way. I definitely have felt like that is the superior way to learn things now, right? Like just iterating. Okay, now one of the other things that we can probably let's just go a little bit deeper, right? So I can say here, getting started with Pandas. So Pandas must first be installed. If it's not been installed, you've got to install it. Once it's been installed, you can import Pandas in your Python script or interactive session. It's common practice to import Pandas. Boom. Cool. Okay, let's just do that. So let's come back here. Okay, we'll install Pandas, and then we'll do this one. Come back here and let's have a look at creating a data frame. Okay, so let's create a data frame and try and understand what data frames do. So data frames just create basically like a table of your data, right? And so this is how you can observe how that actually works inside of here. Okay, getting obviously your files in is really important. And a whole range of like basic data manipulation. Okay, so we can quickly work through all this part of the content, right? And so, this is what I was doing. So I was just getting a fair idea of how it all works. If you want to get voice explanations, you can as well. Okay, so multi-indexing in Pandas allows you to have multiple levels of indices on a single axis. It provides a way to work with high dimensional data. Okay, cool. Let's have a look. Okay, so it's kind of like a matrix, right? Cool. Okay. Can you see just how fast this is now? Like, imagine having to learn how to write this out. I mean, just to say that it's like a 10 times improvement on the speed, I think is totally legitimate, even though that seems very far-fetched. It's totally legitimate. Okay, so applying custom functions in your data is a powerful feature of Pandas, allowing complex operations. Okay, so the apply method can be used to apply a function along the axis of the data frame. Okay, so press code. And if you were using a Jupyter notebook, it would be exactly the same here, right? Okay, cool. So it's kind of like doing an internal calculation on the data itself within a function, within a custom function. Okay, yeah, I get it. We can move on. Okay, so yeah, doing data visualization. So similar sort of thing. Okay, so I love doing data visualizations in Python because it's just so remarkably easy. I mean, and the fact that you can just test it like this. Oh, okay. So hold on a sec. Okay, let's say we've got an error. So I'm just working. It's because I haven't actually put in Plotly here. Hold on. Okay, so let's actually just grab these. I haven't actually. Yeah, not Plotly. Matplotlib. Okay. I don't think I've actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So, yeah, now we're creating visualizations just like that inside of Python. Okay. Okay, let's create a few more bar charts. And so you can think how this can start assisting you in when we actually put real data in here, right? Okay, histograms, and it's just a good way to see the potential. Okay. And say, for instance, you're in here and you're like, okay, I want to see what an area chart would be like, right? Okay, so I can go into ask and learn here if I want, like within the environment. This is what I've been doing. Can you give me Python code to practice with for an example of an interesting stacked bar chart? Okay, let's see what it comes back with. Okay, so we've already done these two things. Sample data, let's create some sample data because we don't have any data at the moment. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so it's created the data and now we want to put it as a stacked bar. So just think about, look at all that code. All that code, it's just incredible. You don't have to worry about any of it, right? It's a stacked, not the stacked area chart I was looking for, but stacked bar chart anyway. Okay, easy as that, right? Easy as that. This code snippet generates a stacked bar chart illustrating the monthly sales of 3 different products. By stacking bars, we gain a clear visual representation. Make sure you have Matplotlib, which you can install. Yeah, I think this. Do I need this if I'm using Google Colab? Because I'm not actually using it, right? Because I think it's probably already installed, would be my guess. If you're using Go, you do not need to install because it's not on our machine, right? Google Colab comes with many pre-installed libraries. Yeah. Okay, cool. It's just so like that sort of stuff used to take an expert to tell you that, right? Or you used to have to do a lot of like Googling, but it's just right in your back pocket. What I was also thinking of doing is showing you some of the voice stuff, right? Some of the voice stuff that you can do now. Let's just give that a try. Let's just give that a try where it's relevant. Currently, we don't have this on our platform, but you can do it with ChatGPT, obviously, with the new 4.0 model. Let's try it out. Hey ChatGPT, I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about Python, and we're working on the NumPy and Matplotlib.
That's great. Python is a powerful language for data analysis and visualization. NumPy is fantastic for numerical computations and handling large data sets, while Matplotlib is excellent for creating static, animated, and interactive visualizations. What specific aspects of NumPy and Matplotlib are you focusing on right now? Are you working on a particular project or looking to understand certain functions and features better?
I'm just trying to learn Python really fast, actually. I'm supplementing my learning via Enterprise DNA's new course and some AI technology, but just using Google Colab as my notebook where I'm testing out a whole range of things.
That sounds like a solid approach. Google Colab is a great tool for testing and running Python code, especially for data science tasks. If you're looking to speed up your learning, I'd recommend focusing on a few key areas. 1. NumPy basics. Understand array operations, broadcasting, and basic functions. 2. Matplotlib. Learn to create different types of plots, line, bar, scatter, and customize them. 3. Integration. See how NumPy arrays can be used with Matplotlib for plotting data. Would you like to dive into a specific example or concept? Maybe we could work through a simple project together to reinforce these concepts.
I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions in the future, feel free to reach out. Happy coding.
I mean, that's just so crazy. It is just crazy stuff. Okay, so we can just keep going on here. So, we're not deeply learning every single thing about Python, right? Like there's, I mean, I'm not going to hide that fact. I mean, but we're learning enough to be dangerous, right? We're learning like well in excess of what we need to do to do something meaningful inside of here. Okay, so let's create. I want to show you how we can take this into like some real world application. Okay. So say we've just done a whole lot of learning. We've gone deeper inside the course. Okay, so I'm going to go car sales data example. Okay, so I created a data set the other day with ChatGPT just to do some practice, right? And I'm going to show you how we can jump into Ed and our AI here. I mean, you can just use ChatGPT. I like to use our stuff because I like to showcase it, and I like to continue to test it all the time to make sure that it's actually working as I'd expect. Okay, so I'm going to have a regular AI chat. I'm going to clear the language here. I'm going to choose Python. Okay, so this just enables me to set up the way that I want this particular chat session to guide me. I could do guided learning, but yeah, I'll do guided. No, I'll just do regular because I'm going to put in some data here in a second. Okay, so let's go and find the data. Actually, it was a telecom tower. Okay, let's just jump to this out. I'm going to show you. Maybe you can't see it, so I'll just, because I've got the screen share on my screen. Okay, here's some data from a CSV file. I want your help working through examples within Google Colab as I work on some analysis. Okay, so we're obviously going to cool. Okay, so it gives me a full rundown. Why use Python for data analysis? Python is Python language. Boom, 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 boom. Working with CSV data in Google Colab. Colab is a cloud-based platform for code. Import required libraries. Boom. Okay, so let's just set this up as per what it's saying, just so we can test it out. Okay, so upload your CSV file. Okay, so this is, yep. Okay, so it's even telling us how to do this. Okay, so let's just run it here because I think we need to upload the data. Hopefully it gives us like a data box. Yeah, cool. Okay, so telecom data. Okay, so I can go choose files, and then I can just go to my downloads. And then there's just a whole range of things that we can work with on this, right? Okay, so that data's in there now, which is great. Just come back here. Okay, so view summary statistics, check for missing values, data grouping. Okay, so boom, easy as that. Okay, so let's go new code. Okay, so this, is it because we called it something else? Oh, I think I missed something. Hold on. I missed something. That's why. It's because I didn't. Yes. Okay. I missed this. I missed a thing here. Sorry. I didn't follow the instructions, which I should have. File. It's because it's called this. That's why. Boom, there we go. Okay, cool. Okay, so it's done some just like preliminary analytics. And then, okay, now let's go down here. Okay, so we've got it all set up. So go new code. Cool. Okay, so obviously there's probably like a little bit of analysis that we want to do with this stuff. But I mean, what we could do, right? Like what we could do. I mean, this is all or when I'm getting this back from the data describe, can you summarize it for me? Okay, so we can, it's giving me, yeah, I should have just, maybe a bit easier to read, right? Ease of use. The data describe function provides summary statistics for the data. Cool. Okay. Interesting, but not mind-blowing. Check for missing values, data grouping. Okay, let's just give this a whirl. Because there isn't actually that there would be my guess. Okay, maybe I need to group data. Yeah, I think it's not helping in that respect there. Do we have a location? Okay, let's just keep asking the AIs, I guess. So it's not like, you're not getting like perfect implementations, but this is all part of the learning, I find. Like, nothing's perfect first time, right? And imagine trying to learn this without this help. It's still just far superior in terms of ways you can learn. And these sort of mistakes teach you that little bit more each time, right? Maybe it's a data thing. Let's have a look. Just wonder what it's grouping it on. Okay, let's actually just try it. We'll try something else, eh? Cool. Bandwidth. And correlation matrix. Let's just try this one. See, these error messages are not very helpful at all. Couldn't convert string to float. Rural. Okay. Maybe this is what's sort of ruining string to float. Not sure. Okay, let's just try inside of here. Okay, let's try this. It's because we haven't got to add this in. Got to add this in, that's why. Yeah, let's just grab a bit more. You know what would be really good is just being able to take screenshots of this and trying to see what's wrong. It's just going to be next level. Maybe I need to put this first. Yeah, it's because it's not actually called that, I don't think. Okay, let's just move on. Well, here we go. We can use Gemini. Just embed yourself in all these AIs and it feels like you're plugged into the matrix. Remove the non-numeric column. Okay, that's cool. Maybe it's because I just didn't do all these. I don't know. Okay, let's just go deeper. Let's go deeper. Okay, let's try a few more things here. God, I'm not having much luck. What is going on? location is right there. So are you sure? Are you sure? Is there something wrong in here? It's so weird. Why did it not pick that up? It's not picking up the location column. It's so weird. Wow, okay. That's so weird. Well, location is there. Data describe. Location is in that one. Location is there. Okay, location is there now. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try it again here, right? Okay, so it's just not picking up the location. I mean, I don't know why. Weird. Okay. Well, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, so bandwidth usage across locations. Let's get back into this. Yep. Okay, that's interesting. So you see that I don't actually, which I'm kind of pleased about. I don't have to go to ChatGPT for everything, which is great. Like I like to be able to learn and to use the AIs in the one system. But honestly, you can go ChatGPT. It's not that big a deal. But the speed, that's the exciting thing here. And then like, why am I using Python and not Excel or not Power BI or something like that? Because if I just want like really quick stuff, I want quick information, this is actually sometimes better. It actually is. Yes, it's not a dashboard. It's not building something comprehensive. But in terms of just quickly figuring out some insights, this is a good way to do it. And by the way, my view on things long term, from what I can see, is that these sort of insights are just going to be generated for us, even by voice. That's how I see things. Things will go, and AI systems will be able to read the chart and just talk back to you about the insight, summarize it for you. I mean, it's just going to be amazing. But knowing all this stuff, even now, you can do so much, right? So some of this technology is not here yet, but it's coming. It's absolutely coming. Like, to create some of these charts, by the way, and other pieces of technology is very hard and it takes a long time. But doing them with just a bit of code, like, this is where Python really shines. It really, really does. And same with SQL. You can do exactly the same thing with SQL, same thing with R. Insights that traditionally very, very difficult and take a lot of time to get in Excel because you've got to do all this customization. This already has packages that can do it really, really quickly for you. Okay, cool. So got a few insights there. Yeah. Okay, we have some of this. Okay. What's other interesting examples could I work through in Google Colab using this data? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's try something a bit more complex here. Oh, I already did that one, sorry. A regression plot of temperature and power. Fit and visualize a regression line between temperature and power consumption. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's too busy. It's too busy. Okay, let's just try this. We'll try violin plot. It's just interesting how it generates just quite complex charts very, very quickly, right? Of okay, let's see what this one does, eh? Let's just go this actually. We'll try date. We'll try date here. Okay, that's not zero, and I think it's not as it's missing a few things. It's missing a few things. It's not picking up what I want. Okay, let's just try this now. Okay, it's got the date. Oh, it's because of the data frame. It's building my own data frame, isn't it? Okay, bit mixed in terms of using the data there. But still, this is how I would do it, right? This is how I would do it. And let's get rid of this. This is how I would continue to just like work through examples and see what's possible, right? See what's possible. That's how I've been learning Python learning. That's how I've been learning things. And I've been just going through a whole raft of content around like Python tasks, etc. And just seeing what's possible. So, if I was to just jump back to here and, if I wanted to just work through like a machine learning example, I could open this up. Machine learning is a branch of intelligence, focus on building systems, types of machine learning, boom, 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 boom. Import example, linear regression, import libraries, boom. Okay, well, why don't we do that? Why don't we just create another example, new notebook. So sklearn is enables you to do machine learning and far more technical things in Python. Sample data set, imagine we have a data set. Okay, so let's just bring this in. Okay, it's done. Splitting your data set. This is exactly how I'm going to learn how to like train my own neural network, by the way, because you can do that within Google Colab. So splitting the data set. Okay. Okay, if we want clarification on any of this, we can always go to ask and learn, right? Training the model. Okay. Making predictions. Here we go. Okay, so this is very, very small, right? But it's sort of showing you what it's doing. House prices. Okay, so actual price, 300 predicted price. Okay, interesting. Visualize the model's predictions. So I love just these like simple walkthroughs, right? Yeah, wow. Okay. Understanding machine learning involves recognizing the types of learning, comprehending the process from data set preparation. So machine learning is all about trying to use data in the past to figure out and make educated guesses on future values, right? It's like trying to predict the future. That's what these things do. By applying these principles, you can train a machine to make informed predictions on decisions based on data. Machine learning is a powerful tool that drives numerous modern technologies, from recommendation systems to autonomous vehicles. Continual learning and experimentation with different models and data sets are crucial. Okay, cool. Let's have a look here. You can actually talk directly to the content here if you like as well. Can you tell me a bit more about inference as per the machine learning content? Inference in the context of machine learning refers to the process of making predictions using a trained model. Once a machine learning algorithm has been trained on a dataset, it can be used to infer or predict the outcomes of new unseen data. Model training. During the training phase, a machine learning model is exposed to a dataset comprising of inputs, prediction, evaluation, generalization, inference. Preparing the new data in the same format as the training data. Use a saved model from the training phase in Python. This might involve loading a model saved with libraries. Okay. Apply the model to the new data set. Interpret and use predictions. Okay, cool. So we built our first machine learning model in about 5 minutes. Crazy stuff. Imagine having to learn, like memorize all this content. It's just amazing. It's totally amazing, and maybe you could just work through an example of doing this in your own data. Maybe I'll showcase that in the future. This stuff is super powerful, super powerful. The domain of what data scientists could do historically to what you can do now. You've just got to embrace it. You've got to embrace what is possible. It is truly amazing. Cool. Okay. This course is Python for data science, so it has some slightly more advanced concepts like advanced machine learning techniques, handling big data in PySpark, so a few other new things that may be new to a lot of people, but we could work through these examples as well, like handling big data in PySpark, right? So gives us a working example there. So PySpark is another Python package that we can use that is optimized for working with big data, right? So if we've got huge data, we can import it into Google Colab or wherever we're using Python. So big data refers to the data that is so large, fast, or complex that it's difficult to impossible to process using traditional methods. The emergence of big data has led to an assortment. The emergence of big data has led to an assortment of challenges and opportunities. PySpark or Python API for Apache Spark has emerged as a powerful tool. Okay. Before you can start using PySpark to process data, you need to create a Spark session. Boom. Let's load a data set. Okay, cool. What I was going to show you is that we also, because this is a bit more complex, what we're going to then say, just like a traditional analyst. So say you wanted to become a Python expert in for data analysis. This is a new course we've got coming out soon that I was personally walking through like over the last few days. And so obviously here is just a little bit more simple. So project planning and data collection. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I love it. Define your project goals, identify the scope, data cleaning and analysis. One of the other things that we're working on, by the way, and this is what just AI is enabling for us as an education platform, is that we can generate courses far quicker than we ever could in the past with examples. And what we can actually do, like now, which was only possible last week actually, is that we can generate data sets and then create a course specifically on that data set. And so what that means for us is that we can cover just like unimaginable amount of things. So we can create hundreds of courses on all different variants of how you can analyze data for logistics, for finance, for marketing, for a whole range of different things. Like it is crazy. And same for like automation, same for app development. We can really create content on all of these different things, and we are, and we're going to just really make it as customized and personalized to every individual that we possibly can. It's really, really mind blowing. And then, we've obviously got GPT-4o embedded now, but more is coming. More is coming. We're going to have voice, we're going to have vision, we're going to have all of these things inside of our platform. And look, I wouldn't be surprised if we've got 500 courses about all these like niche topics on our platform by the end of this year. That is definitely my goal. Because of what's opening up for people, like for everyone, for anyone who wants to learn anything, and we can facilitate that spark, like that really easy spark for you to learn anything. So I'm excited about that. Okay, I might round off. Look, if I was learning Python today, I would do exactly like what I'm doing, right? Just in the time of recording this video, wasn't perfect in terms of how we executed, but that was fine. Like, I was able to find a solution and learn at the same time. You saw how I started simple and I just slowly and progressively got more advanced until I was doing pretty advanced things. And one of the things I'm going to do very, very soon, and I'm going to record myself doing it, is I'm going to build my own neural network. Like, these are the things that you hear a lot about, right? But like, how do you actually do it? Like, let's work through a really simple example of how you can build a simple neural network, so we have a much better idea of how these AI systems are working. So I'm excited to, I've already sort of laid the groundwork for a bit of material here, and so I'm gonna learn it and showcase how you can do it as well. Okay, so pretty like 101 stuff, but essential, right? Like, I would say there's going to be, 20 times the amount of Python users in 5 to 6 years, right? Like, than there is now, because that coding barrier has just dropped massively, right? Massively. I mean, before AI, I never even did anything in Python because I just didn't know how to code it, right? And the lift to get there was just so hard. But now it's so easy. It's so easy. And you've got that support with you at all times. So that's like immensely powerful. Okay, let's round off. Thanks a lot. And look forward to showcasing a few more things in due course. Okay, see you soon. Bye.